Hi Aquarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're actually doing the monthly reading as well. So looking ahead at December, seeing what is in store for you. I will be looking at sort of mostly just general messages, but we will have a quick overview of career as well as love stuff as well. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. It really does help the channel grow. Being such a small channel, it really does make a difference. So thank you. This week we have the Fortune Oracle. I have two Lenormand decks this week. We have the Kawaii Lenormand as well as the Romantic Lenormand. I'm also using the Answer Oracle as well as the Cosmic Insights Oracle. Okay, so getting into it for you, Aquarius, as always, splitting the month, start, middle, and end. For December 2024, Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius, December 2024? Start, middle, and end of December for our Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Starting off with the owl for the start of the month. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Okay, so the interesting thing for you, Aquarius, is that the transitions that you're facing, it's like transitions, transformations. Learning a lot through facing a lot. All right, so I don't know what's been going on for you at the end of November here, but we are seeing this transitioning for you a little bit. But it's going to take a little bit longer than you maybe want it to. Because I'm sort of picking up here. This probably started for you when Pluto moved into Aquarius, which was what, the 19th of November. So it feels like this is like a month-long thing for you here, Aquarius, from, the middle of November, and it's going through until the middle of December. Christmas does feel like it may be a bit of a turning point here, because Christmas is kind of right at the end of the middle of December, right before, the way I'm reading, I'm picking up, the end of December is really after Christmas, because Christmas is such a strong energy on its own. So I'm getting this energy going through until about Christmas is over and done with, and then we're starting to see new energy for the end of December here. The middle of December, I do have the mountain energy. Know that you're protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. So, that's where wisdom coming through from the challenges that you're facing, from the obstacles that you've been facing, any blockages that you've faced within your own self. That's where you're really getting the most wisdom. You're learning the most about yourself, about your life, about what you want, about where we're going next. Because what the interesting thing with the mountain is, when we put in that hard work and we're determined to face those challenges, and we climb up that mountain, when we get to the top of the mountain, we can see our way clear for, miles and miles. And so we can see exactly where we're going from there. So you've got to get over the challenge, or to the top of the challenge, the peak, before you can see your way through. All right. So I do feel here that for the start of the month, flowing through from November energy here, I feel for a lot of you, there's just some lingering obstacles, blockages, challenges, delays that you're facing, that are unfortunately trying to teach you something. This is like a strong period of transformation within you, to help you mature within your own self, to help you learn about how to deal with these obstacles if you were to face them again in the future. Wisdom in the face of adversity. I'm not going to lie, it feels like it might be a bit of a rough start to the month for you. And there may be it may be more than one. I do feel for a lot of you, there's more than one thing going on that you're perceiving as a challenge, challenging energy for the start of your month. Clarifying the start and middle of December for Aquarius, please. But I want to reassure you, I do see you coming into your own after this. I just want to sort of get to the bottom of this for you before we move into the positive stuff, okay? Start and middle of December for Aquarius. Definitely for your growth and your healing. Firstly, though, we have the ring. Now, I feel as though this is certain patterns. It's not necessarily relationship stuff, although for some of you it may be connected to relationship stuff. I feel like this is more about, the next card we have is the clouds. So it's more about, this time of assessment of the patterns and the cycles that you've sort of been stuck in the past, especially, when it does come to relationships, you may be sort of noticing that you are attracting, it's like you've attracted the same sorts of people, just with different faces. You end up with the same pattern of behavior from those people, and you're really sort of assessing, okay, well, if I keep attracting those sorts of people, like, how can I deal with that differently in order to, break the cycle and have new people show up for me? I want to say that actually show up for you here, Aquarius. So there may definitely be some sort of blockages that you're noticing specifically around, cycles and patterns that you've seen in your own life. Having the same problems at different jobs, having the same problems, in different relationships, all those sorts of things. But it's definitely here, trying to get you to think about these things and to, not allow your judgment to be clouded by the person or the job, and to actually see the pattern behind it. Okay, so it's kind of giving this energy of, for example, if this was a love relationship, not allowing yourself to be blinded by your love for that person, but to actually see the pattern of, toxicity, or the pattern of bad behavior, or the pattern of someone taking advantage, or whatever that might be in your case here. The clouds are trying to ask you to see a little bit more clearly, especially with that owl there. It's like there's great wisdom to be found here, and it's all got to do with this is the challenge, is to think about things in a different kind of a way, to approach these patterns differently, so that you can break the cycle rather than getting stuck in the loop of going around and around and around with the same story, different person, same story, different job. It's kind of, how do I break this pattern? What can I do differently on my end that's going to, change this in some kind of a way? It definitely is for your growth. We have the tree here. The tree is definitely self-growth, healing within oneself, looking after yourself. So, this pattern is no longer serving you. It's time to look after your higher self and grow and mature into new patterns and take on new ways of doing things. So it is a bit of a transformation period for you. Once again, all about your self-growth and your own inner wisdom, needing to sort of just grow and expand a little bit more here, Aquarius. We do have the end of the month. We see the star energy, which, in the lenormand, the star is the Aquarius card. So it's kind of like coming into your own at the end of December here. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. The end of the month, things start looking up for you. You're finding your own self again. You're really coming into your own at the end of the month here, where you start to sort of realize that all your wishes can definitely come true. I do feel as though this is that energy of, I'm hearing that song, Catch a Falling Star and Put It in Your Pocket. All right. So you've been, because you've put in this work to change these patterns and cycles, bang, 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 everything starts falling into place for you. That new cycle brings with it some, really good positive energy for you. It's kind of like all your wishes start coming true and you're like, really? All I did was just one little thing differently, and then all of a sudden everything started changing. It's because you've broken the cycle and you've changed that pattern. So definitely, something to help, push you through the harder stuff at the start and middle of the month here, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel here for you, Aquarius. We do definitely see that there is a goal that achieves for you. It does really start to, have good things start happening for you, and you can approach 2025 with a lot of, positivity and happiness coming. In the new year. Anything you want to add to the message with the end of December for Aquarius? We have the Coffin, definitely a transformative energy there. So, the end, that, what did the star card say? Hard times are over. The end is nigh at the end of December. The hard times are over, closed, done, finito. Moving on to brand new energy. It's a death and a rebirth. It's a transformation. All right. So we do see that ending those previous cycles really allows you to start brand new cycles here. We do see abundance, money here as well with the fish. So I do feel as though, moving forward into the new year, you will be looking at, a little bit more feeling of wealth, that you've got it all. And even if you don't have it all there's a yet. It's kind of that energy of, you find a reason to kind of just know that it's going to happen for you the way that you need it to. Okay, so some of you, I am just picking up here that some of you may actually come into a little bit of money after Christmas as well. It's not feeling like a huge, big amount, but it might just be like, because I'm just feeling that it's like, it does feel like an inheritance for some of you, but more so along the lines of an inheritance in the way of someone gifting you something that means a lot to them. It's not necessarily money inheritance. It's like, and it's not necessarily connected with, normally we would connect an inheritance with somebody has passed. It's not like that. It's feeling more like, I want to give you this because this has been in the family for, hundreds of years, and it's moving on to you, and it's now yours. And so it's something that there's an abundance of emotion and what's the word? Can't think of the word. Like keepsake kind of energy, connected to that inheritance. So it's like the family ring or something being handed on to you. So it's like feeling very emotionally charged as well. But it's like wealth, feeling an abundance of connection. Okay, Aquarius. Work, career, and finances for Aquarius in December. What does Aquarius need to know about work, career, and finances in December, please? I'm actually seeing here references to love rather than work and finances. This one does say love yourself a little more and enjoy life. All right. So I kind of feel like work itself, career, money, you're kind of realizing in December that money doesn't make you feel loved and happy. Money, I feel like there's more going on for you that of importance in December than the money, the career, the working your butt off to make money. I feel like, yeah, love yourself a little bit more and just enjoying your life. You may be focusing on other aspects of your life rather than work, career, and finances during December. Your actions would make everything go well. So taking actions to, yes, feel secure, but also I feel once again taking actions to enjoy yourself and love life and just enjoying the little things in life and not getting so caught up in I have to go to work and I have to make this much money. I have to do it just feels like your December is pulling you away from work a little bit here. Follow your heart as well. So I do feel like for some of you, it's kind of asking you to also consider things like taking actions towards following your heart when it comes to work. That, if you're not doing something that you love, you're only doing that for the money, but then all of a sudden you're going, I don't even care about the money. Well, why are you doing that? Spend your time doing things that you enjoy and money will come. It all kind of comes part and parcel a lot of the time. As long as you love yourself a little bit more and enjoy your life and follow your heart, those actions make everything go well for you here, Aquarius. Everything else falls into line after, as long as you're sort of following your heart and doing what you love. So you may start thinking about that a little bit more during December, that, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it if I'm not, doing something I love, if I'm not enjoying myself? Is it really worth it to me? I feel like that's a very personal thing as well for a lot of you, that it's like, only you can answer that question. Some of you will choose to stay working anyway. I'm not telling you to go and quit your job or anything like that. I just feel as though that's something that you're going to be thinking a little bit more about during December, that, what is really valuable to me. And I don't think the answer is money for a lot of you. All right. All right. So having a look at love itself. Okay. Love and romance. What's going on for Aquarius with love and romance energy during December? December. Love and romance in December for Aquarius. Clarify this energy for Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius in December with love and romance? Do you know what? At the bottom of the deck here, I've got the ring again. The hidden energy, I've got the ring. So when we were talking about cycles and patterns that you're looking at within your life here, a lot of you are definitely looking at the love and romance patterns and the cycles that you've sort of been stuck in with those, because we do see move on coming through here. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. I feel like that's you, Aquarius. You're finally moving on. You're finally breaking that cycle that you've been trapped in. It's not necessarily moving on from a specific person. It's moving on from a cycle, a pattern, a pattern that you've held yourself to when it comes to love and romance, that I need to have this, I need to have that, I need to have this. You're kind of breaking free of that a little bit more here, and expanding your horizons a little bit when it comes to love and romance. For some of you, looking at dating new types of people that you maybe haven't considered before. For others of you, you're tightening the belts and you're saying, that's it, I'm not going to put up with this or this or this anymore. I'm not going to put up with those things anymore. So we're just looking at the patterns that we have created in our own past dating life here, and we're changing those somehow in order to create new energy for yourself, moving on from those past cycles. And then we definitely do see a lot of you are meeting somebody in December, or even if you're not meeting somebody, you're getting ready to meet somebody. You're getting out and about. We have the date night card, which has actually come through with the garden, which is my date card in the Lenormand as well, which is getting out there, getting out and about, spending time with friends, out and about, going to events, accepting invitations, meeting people, meeting up with people. It can sometimes talk about meeting more than one person. Sort of, I'm just ready to get out and about and go on dates and see who I like and who I don't like, and what's a new pattern that I might be looking into here. Get ready to be wined and dined, though. So I do feel for a lot of you there is an actual date or two of importance during December. So for some of you here, you may be meeting somebody and going on an actual date. You may be meeting up with them just for, so I was watching something recently where it's and I've always just naturally done this is, the first time I meet people, I like to meet up for coffee, nice and casual. There's no big drama about who's paying and all that sort of thing. It's just casual. It's not something you feel obligated to stay for hours and hours if you don't really like the person. So I'm picking up strongly like a coffee date type of date. I'm hearing milkshake as well. And then I'm hearing that song. As soon as I said the word milkshake. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. So maybe we're having multiple milkshake dates. But I do see here a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you may be finding yourself linking up with some fire signs in December. You may find yourself interested in a fire sign. Steamy passion. It may be more to do with this energy though, because I've got the birds and the owls have both come through here. And in traditional decks, this is the one and the same. So both of these do talk about conversations. So I do feel as though there's an important conversation with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. And I feel like this is helping you understand the cycle stuff a little bit more. Or some of you, it's like you're coming up with a specific question so you can sort of understand the person and you can fit them into that cycle or not. It's like you're asking them a specific question, and if they answer a certain way, that's that cycle that you're wanting to move away from. And so straight away, that's it. That's not my person. Because the owls are very, very wise, okay? And it's using your wisdom and your logic with the owls. But with the birds, there's a lot of chitter-chatter, friendly banter, gossipy energy. So I do feel here as well that there is a side message here of be careful if you notice that they are being, a little bit gossipy, or they're talking in rumors rather than facts. Be wise about that, because that may be an inclination here that that's not the right person for you. But it just kind of feels as though, like, going on these dates, if you're not able, if the conversation's not flowing, and, with the fire sign energy, that does talk about a bit of fire, a bit of passion as well. So you can sort of tell, through conversation what somebody's passionate about. They talk about things differently, when they've got that passion burning through, when they're talking about something, it shows. And if you're not seeing that, maybe that's your clue.
if you are seeing that, maybe that's your clue, you know, because I kind of feel as though for a lot of you, you have this idea of what it means for you to break this cycle. Once you sort of sit down with yourself and really think this through, it really gives you some extra clarity here on where you're going, where you're moving when it comes to love and romance here. Especially too, I just want to point out that, you know, that was that Owl card that we started off with, and that's the final card as well. So a lot of wisdom, a lot of spiritual messages. It says, you know, I'll read that one out all over again. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. So I feel as though paying attention to the conversations you're having when you are going on dates is really going to help you in different aspects of your life as well. But ultimately with this pattern kind of stuff, this cycle stuff, I feel like this is something really under the microscope for you, and you're really transforming yourself and the patterns that you're not happy with in your life, moving forward into just the end of December, and then the next year you are moving into some really fantastic energy. So you're really sort of needing to pay attention to the conversations that you're involved in, and you know, the things that people are saying to you. And you know, it's kind of this energy of, if they say it, believe it. You know, if they say, oh, I'm really bad at this, believe it. Don't just, you know, give them a chance anyway. If they say, oh yeah, I'm, you know, really bad, believe it. I'm just kind of picking up on that there as well. You know, because sometimes people will tell you they're red flags, and we just give them a chance anyway and just go, oh, it'll be fine, don't worry about it, and give them a chance anyway because I haven't seen that. But they told us already. It's like that energy of, like, when I'm going on dates and stuff, if I go on a date with somebody and they spend time, like, telling me about how crazy their ex is, or, you know, what a bad person their ex is, there's part of me that sits there and goes, so what exactly did you do to drive them to that level of crazy? Like, you got to sort of look beneath what the truth of what they're saying sometimes, and you know, take that on board, especially if they're spending, you know, 10 minutes telling you how crazy somebody is. Who's really crazy if we're focusing on it and we're that bent out of shape about it? Anyway, that's what we have for you this month, Aquarius. You know, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again soon.